Last episode, we left off trying to decide if we'd like to pay our own players or go out and make a trade at the deadline. With none of these trade targets on the block looking spicy, A's brass decided to negotiate with one of the fan favorites. Two-time Gold Glover and one-time batting title champion Jason Givens is young with some rising power and a good all-around outfielder who is a cornerstone on this team. So he'll take a 6-year, $76 million deal with an opt-out after year 5. Jason Givens is an Oakland Athletic for at least 5 more seasons. The A's are 1.5 games back of the Texas Rangers and will also be making some deals. Gavin Williams and his awful ERA will get the 29-year-old shipped off to Los Angeles for Twitch viewing center fielder Lou Radley and a raw right fielder in Dwight Murillo. Gunnar Hoagland, who was great out of the pen last year but not this year, gets him sent to Boston for Lorenzo Valentine and Jack Farmer. They offered us an extra player here, but I manually traded to take Cisneros off of the deal. Finally, Noah Schultz and the man we just got from LA, Dwight Murillo, get shipped together to Detroit for King Dusk, a Twitch and YouTube viewer, and Robert Velasquez. Out with older pitchers and in with prospects, and that allows us to bring up Roger Feliciano, who's been killing it in AAA, Pedro Chavis, who's having an alright year in AAA and figures to be a long relief replacement for Hoagland, and Cody James, who is now 28 years old and 12-2 with a 2.79 ERA in AAA. Feliciano and James will make their debuts in back-to-back games against the rival Astros. But first, those draft picks from last episode. Enrique Medeiros signs his contract with us, and first-rounder Eddie Cortez does right at the deadline. So how actually good are these guys? Our first-round pick, Eddie Cortez, is a high-velocity starter with mid-stamina and decent break who can strike out hitters, but he might end up with a high whip. At 80 potential, we get B from him, making our 27th overall pick not bad. In the comp round, we went for Schroer, who at the time seemed like a decent potential pick, but he ends up with only 77 potential. He's also only 48 overall, and he's 22 years old, making him a real candidate for trade. Now to all of our catchers. Mark Humphrey is 91 potential at 52 overall and is defensive already, so we got to get that bat going for him to be a potential starting catcher one day. Charlie O'Brien is exactly what I said he would be. C potential at 71, but 75 overall with some nice hitting stats, especially against lefties. He could be a backup catcher right out of the gate should we need one sooner rather than later. Anthony Nakajima comes in at 49 overall with 85 potential. Seems to be the type of guy that could be well-rounded in the future, but right now doesn't do anything particularly well. Chris Dixon missed out on B potential by 1 with 79. And at 43 overall, it's highly likely that that's going to make him trade bait. Then there's Todd Hamby, who's 49 overall with 84 potential, and similar to Nakajima. He's got a bit more defense now than offense, but he could end up a well-rounded player as well when all is said and done. Our final pick, Enrique Medeiros, is a 45 overall, but with 93 potential. He's definitely going to be that hitting kind of first baseman, as his defense is just non-existent. But 2 A potentials in this class, 3 B potentials, and a 75 overall C? I'm going to take that. Who's your favorite prospect? What'd you think of the draft? Let me know in the comments section. We also go right back into contract extensions to extend Roy McBride to a 6-year, $60 million contract, backloaded with an opt-out after 5, which he doesn't take, actually, so it ends up being a 6-year, $61 million deal. We got a lot of relievers and closers contracts coming up, and McBride has been the most consistently good of all of them, so we lock him up here in Oakland. We start gameplay in this episode with the debut of Roger Feliciano on the road at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. Feliciano's got that sexy beard, and he will take on and oppose Framber Valdez, who's not having the greatest season for him, and the Astros quite disappointed about it. The 6'5", 225, 24-year-old starting pitcher in the first inning against Owen Miller, and Miller jacks him up big time. That thing is over the left field wall. It is out of here. There was never a doubt with a 107 exit velo. It goes 443 for Miller's 17th home run of the season. That's not the way Roger Feliciano wanted to start his major league career. Later on, with 2 outs against Yordan Alvarez on a 3-1 count, and Alvarez puts it in the same spot, a little bit shorter. That one's gone as well, only a 93 exit velo, 366 feet. It's his 25th jack of the season, and Yordan Alvarez says welcome to the major leagues. Jose Miranda at the plate, though, and Feliciano gets him to strike out to end the first inning. A rough start to his career. Reynel Delgado trying to help Feliciano out by getting him some run support, and there beating the throw out is going to get 1 home. Reed Hoffman trying to do the same thing, but the throw on to second gets the Astros out of a jam. Yainer Diaz up at the plate, nobody on, nobody out, and there's the strikeout. Slider a little high there. Feliciano's got to watch that location. He's got 2 strikeouts. Then he gets Jeremy Pena looking on a called strike there on the check swing. Tyler Black just sits there looking at a 12-6 curveball, and that gets Feliciano through the second. Pedro Leon at the plate in the bottom of the third. He swings and misses for the first out of the bottom of the third. 5th strikeout for Feliciano seems to have settled in. Owen Miller, 1 for 1 with that homer. He strikes out, so Feliciano with a little bit of revenge. And then Jeremy Pena on the high inside fastball takes it deep to left. Feliciano has had 3 balls deposited in that section. 17 bombs for Jeremy Pena. That one went 364, and the Astros tagging up the A's in this one 6-1. So we go to the next Houston Astro game. Like I said, we have back-to-back debuts. This is going to be interesting. Cody James now making his major league debut. He will oppose Spencer Strider, the reigning NL Cy Young winner, who signed a deal with the Astros in the offseason, and he gave up a solo shot to Jason Gibbons, a leadoff solo shot. So the 28-year-old Cody James on the hill with a lead to start his career, and he gets Brendan Donovan swinging at the high heat. The man who was batting .329 is Cody James' first major league strikeout. Here's another one, and that's a strikeout as well. Pedro Leon couldn't hold up on the check swing. Couple of 300 hitters going down. Gibbons strikes out with a chance to score some more runs in the second. And that'll put James back on the hill. Owen Miller swinging and missing at the slider away, looking a little silly. Here's Jeremy Pena, 273 on his season, but he swings right through the 4-seam fastball. And Cody James is impressive so far. He's getting a little more help from Kenny Stevens, who puts one into left field. And Vladdy trying to get to third. He's going to get tagged out, but it's 2-0 Oakland Athletics. Bottom of the third, Jacob Melton's just going to sit there and take a strikeout. Looking the backwards K. It's Cody James' 5th of the game. Joe Perez up at the plate with 1 away, and Perez takes this into left. Castaneda, I don't know what he was thinking there. He just couldn't make the play. Castaneda gets back there, throws it in, but that's a double. That brings up Matu Nelson, and Nelson with a dribbler over to third. Look at the charge from Frankie Miller and the throw onto first base. Nice defense there. Here's Brendan Donovan, and Donovan wasn't going to keep that .329 average down for too long with strikeouts. He gaps one all the way to the left field wall, and that's going to get thrown in, but it's an RBI double, and Cody James' first run given up in his career. Here's Pedro Leon. This one to straightaway center field. Gibbons will make the catch, and that gets Cody James through 3 innings in his MLB debut. Jeremy Pena strikes out to end the 4th inning. Another scoreless inning for Cody James. That brings in Lauren Baker. Whenever you guys have prospects that get into games, I like to show them. And here is Lauren Baker having a .395 ERA this season. And Lauren Baker, first batter faced in this one is Jason Gibbons, who will beat out the throw to get on base. Manuel Tavares, here's Gibbons on the steal attempt, and he is thrown out at second base. He's gone. What a throw. Here's Manuel Tavares continuing his AB. 1-2 count. He strikes out on the 2-seam fastball. Lauren Baker with a chance to get out of the inning. He's got to get through Vladimir Guerrero, and he does. The high heat gets Guerrero, and he is gone as well. So Brendan Donovan at the plate against Cody James, and he strikes out on the slider down low, 85 miles an hour. 7 Ks for Cody James. Kyle Tucker up at the plate. He's a tough cookie, and he goes down swinging as well. Tucker Reigning Silver Slugger, a couple of years in a row here. He strikes out. Jose Miranda takes one to center field. Gibbons got a little break on it. He's trying to get there, and he drops the ball. That's a two-time Gold Glove winner, dropping a ball out there in center. That doesn't help Cody James, but he does get a strikeout of Owen Miller in the bottom of this 7th inning. 9 Ks on his day. Jeremy Pena will go ahead and get called. Strike 3 on the check swing attempt. 2 gone. Jacob Melton swings and misses. Cody James through 7 innings, doing a lovely job, and he will start his MLB career 1-0. Dino Valenzuela ends up with a dislocated shoulder, ending at least his regular season and likely his entire season. That's going to get Buttersworth, the 28-year-old pitcher, a call to the bigs to make a major league debut against another division rival. Away against the Texas Rangers at Globe Life Field we go, and the Rangers are 2.5 games up on our Oakland Athletics at this point in the season. Owen White will take the mound for them, 10-5 with a 4.42 ERA. He hasn't been incredible, and he will oppose our debut today, Bope Buttersworth, 28 years old, 6'5" pitcher on a 3-1 count. Here's a dribbler over to Nevar, who will make the throw onto first for the first out of Bope Buttersworth's career. This is the lineup he'll go against: Tavares, Crawford, Stevenson, Leggett, Jung, Thompson, Huff, Gonzalez, and Duran. We know Alan Leggett can be a tough cookie. Tyler Stevenson, very good pickup for them. Josh Jung, the reigning AL MVP. There's the throw inside on the splitter, and that's going to be a walk for Bope Buttersworth. So, well, this first out and his first walk of his career, and Tyler Stevenson will be his first hit given up of his career, as Stevenson puts 2 on with 1 away. So Bope in a little bit of a pickle. Alan Leggett becomes his first strikeout. Alan Leggett is the only generational prospect ever selected in this series, and he goes to a division rival where he just has not super performed against us. There's Josh Jung, the reigning MVP, will pop out into foul territory to end the inning. There's Frankie Miller in the top of the 2nd, providing some run support for our young pitcher. Frankie Miller takes it to left field. He's been having a bit of a disappointing season. That's only his 15th bomb of the year. We expected a lot more from Frankie when he came up. That guy was hitting 30 bombs in the minors. There's Reed Hoffman adding to the lead with a 2-run shot, and the Rangers have had enough. They're bringing in Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani is not the same pitcher he once was. Here's Carlos Castaneda blooping one over the third baseman's head. That's Josh Jung, can't get it done. And a nice throw home, but it doesn't work out. 7-0 A's. Bope just trying to work through the lineup. Sam Huff swinging and missing for the 2nd strikeout of his career. Brings up Luis Gonzalez, batting .292 on the year. This one's dribbled over to Frankie Miller. He will throw on to first for the final out of the 2nd. We go to the 3rd. Zeke Duran hitting one to shortstop. Marcelo Mayer, nice little scoop, nice little throw, 1 down. Here's Tyler Stevenson, and that's right back to Bope. He's going for the double play, but there doesn't need to be one. We're through 3 for Bope Buttersworth with a great debut thus far. There's Manuel Tavares, a little dribbler to first. That's going to move a runner over here, put a runner in scoring position in the top of the 4th. For Frankie Miller, already a homer in this game, and Miller over to right field. That is caught. We're through the middle of the 4th. No extra runs there. Here's Alan Leggett, that generational prospect. He takes it to deep center field. Evan Carter ranging back to make the grab. That's 1 down in the 4th. Josh Jung up. The reigning MVP strikes out on a changeup down low and away, so Bope gets his 3rd K. Here's Bubba Thompson 0 for 1 on the day, and Thompson right over to Tavares. Easy play, that's through 4. We go to the 5th, where Evan Carter just takes a slammer off of Shohei Ohtani, and that's out to left center field into the bullpen out there and left. 11-zip. His 7th homer of the season went 429 feet, so Bope, tons of run support. Here's Sam Huff with a base hit over Tavares' head. Gibbons will throw it in. 11-zip. Here's Luis Gonzalez, and this is a pop fly over to second base. That'll get Bope an easy out to work with here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ezekiel Duran, 0 for 1. He's going to take a fly ball out to right field. Jason Givens ranges, makes the catch. And Leody Taveras strikes out to end the 5th inning. Bope with some solid work. Despite giving up a couple of walks here and there, maybe a hit here and there, it's a 3-hitter through 5 for Bope. He is having an excellent debut. Here's Tyler Stevenson. He takes the strikeout in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bope trying to get through 6 here. 5 Ks. Alan Leggett swings and misses. Like I said, every time we play Texas, Alan Leggett tends to be disappointing. We'll see. 6 strikeouts there, and then Josh Young going to draw a walk finally. He's been striking out all day against Bope. Here's Sam Huff. He will strike out to end the 6th inning. Jason Givens now in an 11-0 game with 2 on, nobody out. He takes it into right field all the way up against the wall. That's going to be a 2-run double for our man Jason Givens. He just got paid, and he makes it a 13-2 ball game. Bope gives up nothing in this one. The bullpen gave up the 2 runs, and now we get our annual Yankees game. Yankee Stadium, we love visiting there. It's a historic ballpark. The Yankees are 5.5 games behind us for the top wild card spot right now. They do have a Cy Young candidate in Chris Horn, and he's been pitching excellent. He gets Jason Givens, the recently paid man, to strike out. And it's Julio Nivar taking one to center. It's hit pretty hard, but it's caught out there in center, and Horn gives up nothing in his 1st inning. Pitching today, ironically enough, is Cody James. So Chris Horn, a channel member pitcher, Cody James, a YouTube and Twitch viewer pitcher. It's a hell of a battle, and he will get Aaron Judge, who is not the same Aaron Judge here in Season 7, but he gets him to strike out. Here's Daniel Susac, straightaway center field. It is caught. But that sacrifice fly will be the first run of the ball game. Tavares crosses the plate. A's up 1-0. Gabriel Martinez swings and misses. He goes down 2 away. And the second strikeout for James. Here's Yu Chang. Chang going to take it to right. Stevens ranging in to make the play, and he does. End of 2. Frankie Miller smacks a 2-run bomb off of Chris Horn, but look at this. Gunnar Henderson right back in the bottom of the 3rd inning off of Cody James. And Gunnar Henderson to the short porch. 378, his 24th of the season. The Yankees trying to come back a little bit here. Santiago Espinal, though, grounds into a double play, and that will end the 4th inning. Julio Nivar takes one right up the middle for a base knock. Nivar on first, bringing the run home, making it a 4-2 game. But then a 2-run shot by Gunnar Henderson later, and a solo shot by Adley Rushman. Strikeout by Aaron Judge to end the 9th. We go to extra innings at Yankee Stadium. Adley Rushman swings and misses in the bottom of the 10th. Xavius Klink gets him. Then Klink with another strikeout. That one looking by Austin Wells, with the strikeout. 2 down. Jason Dominguez sits there looking as well. And a lot of these prospects bought up by the Yankees, just not getting it done. Their Orioles are getting it done. It's Rushman and Gunnar today. Klink got a little fired up. He had to come out again for the 11th as we got nothing across. But look at this double play. What a double play to end the 11th inning. To the 12th we go. Christopher Hornsworth III comes up and hits one really deep to center field. That sacrifice fly and close throw to the plate. Susac crosses the plate. It makes it 6-5. Jason Givens comes up and smacks a bomb with 2 down in the top of the 12th. This is why we paid the man. His 27th home run of the season went .413. That's going to give Garrett Crochet a chance to pick up his 34th save of the season. Everson Pereira swings and misses in the bottom of the 12th inning. And it's Gunnar Henderson. This one's taken out to right field. It's an easy play for Kenny Stevens to make, and he does make it. 2 gone. Aaron Judge, though, he can still do this. He's not the same power hitter he once was, but it's a big double into the left center field gap that makes the Yankees only down 2. And Adley Rushman takes a walk. What does that mean? That means the winning run's at the plate. Austin Wells takes it into foul territory. Miller ranging, and he makes the catch. The Oakland Athletics get the win against the New York Yankees. We had a hiccup against the Yankees last year, but we're back to our winning ways at Yankee Stadium, 8-6 here today. In a simulated Yankee battle, we win 17-9. Holy hell. Miller, Givens, and Mayer all hit home runs, and everyone except Manuel Tavares had an RBI in the game. The pitching wasn't great, though. With the season done for AA, nearly done for AAA, and 2 weeks left for the majors, our A's are 1.5 games up on the Rangers. AAA is 16 up, and AA has won their division. With 7 to play, including 3 against the Rangers, the A's can close out the West Division with a sweep of the Rangers, but they will try to do so without Reed Hoffman, who will miss 2 to 3 months with a torn calf, ending his season. The Aviators win their division and will take on the El Paso Chihuahuas, and the Rockhounds win theirs, and they will take on the Arkansas Travelers for the Texas League Championship. Next episode, it's Yuri Perez versus Jack Leiter to start a 3-game series at home for the division title. Can we sweep it? Let me know what you think. Thank you for the incredible support, and thank you to channel members for going above and beyond. In case nobody's let you know today, I love you, FG fam.